Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be sharing some amazing and awesome DIYs you can do using Dollar Tree's Faux Snow. So if you're excited, let's jump in. Hello my friend, how are you doing this evening? I hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for stopping by today and spending some time with me. I'm going to show you some awesome ideas you can do using Dollar Tree's Faux Snow. These all turned out really beautiful and I love them. So for the first one here, I have this little piece that I put together a while ago. It's been sitting around catching dust, so I had to wipe it down. It's just one of Dollar Tree's little bowl vases with their glass plates. And I am going to, those are put together with E6000 and a little bit of hot glue. And what I did was I put some hot glue inside of that bowl so that way I can put some faux snow inside and it can cling to the sides of the bowl, and just so it can look really nice and full when we do fill it up with some more faux snow. As you can see here, I'm just pouring it in with my hands, and I did put the hot glue inside of the bowl and I shook it around so that way, as I said, it can be along the walls of that bowl. Then I do have here a second little ornament. This is from Dollar Tree and it was already filled with some faux snow because I did use these as ornaments for 1 year for Christmas. So they were laying around. I'm going to use it here today. I removed that silver hanger, and what I'm going to do is just put my Cricut tool in here because there's something stuck and I don't want that to be seen outside, when it's all said and done. So I'm going to remove that, and then I want to place this on the top of the first bowl. So what I'm going to do is take this little wooden round piece and hot glue it there to the opening of the ornament. The reason why I did this is because I don't want that silver piece to be shown once it's in there, and I don't want it to be so big coming down inside of that bowl. So I put this flat piece and I think it works perfect. And then what I also do is I take my hot glue and I just put it all around that wooden piece and around the rim of the ornament, and I just dip it inside of that faux snow. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want that wood piece to be completely covered and not shown once it's put down inside of the bowl. So I make sure that it's completely covered all the way around, and I do go with a second coating. So I add more hot glue and dip it in the faux snow once again so that it can be nice and covered. And then before I even place it down into that bowl, I do add a little bit more hot glue so that way when I place it down in there, I can shake it up really well and it can cover up any spots that are open still. So I just did that and I shook it up, and that covers it really nicely. So then I want to take my hot glue gun and run it along the edge of the bowl so that way when it touches the ornament, it can be nice and shut and really nice and one piece for us and sturdy. Now, of course, this snowman needs a head, so I have a smaller ornament here, and this does have faux snow in it as well. This one is the glittery one. You can find this at Dollar Tree too. And I'm just putting some hot glue down and pressing it right on top of the first two, just like this, and just making sure it's as centered as possible and straight. And once that is on there, that is the body of our snowman, and it is looking great and I really adore it. It's so cute. Now I'm taking this beautiful ribbon from Dollar Tree and I'm just making a scarf out of it. So what I did is I folded it in half so that way it can look a little bit more thick and more to the size of the snowman. And then I just cross it like this and I use my hot glue gun to hold it and keep it in place. And you can see just how cute it is turning out. I do want to give him a hat, so I have this scarecrow hat, but it's nothing that a little bit of paint can't fix. I want to remove the bottom part to the hat because I do want to place that down first. So what I do is I take my scissors and I cut a circle in that brim of the hat. I fold it in half and then I cut a circle just like this so that way it can fit over the top of the ornament as you see here, and then I can add on the top piece of the hat, of course not backwards. And I do just create a hole there using my Cricut tool or whatever you have so that way it can fit nice and snug onto that ornament. And I did it like this because obviously I want to cover up that whole entire silver piece of the ornament and I don't want that to be showing. So that is why I did it like this. So I'm going to give it a nice coat of black paint just like that. and then I'm just going to hot glue it down onto my ornament, starting with the brim first, just like this. And I do pat it down really, gently, and then I add the top of the hat down, and look how cute it is. And it is completely done, and you can't even tell that it was cut. And then I decided to dress the hat up a little bit, so I took some greenery and my hot glue, and I just wrapped it around the entire hat just to make it look nice and festive and cute. Really simple. And then what I did was I took this jar of buttons from Dollar Tree, and I just picked out the ones that I thought would look nice onto this little guy. I did put a total of 3, but you can put however many as you would like. And then once that was done, that was it, and I absolutely love it. I think it is super cute, and it looks super high end as well. You would have to let me know what you think, and if you would give this a try. It is super easy, my friend, and it looks so beautiful. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear from you. Next up, my friends, I'm going to be taking this wood plank from Dollar Tree along with this ivory white paint, and I'm just going to take my paintbrush and just lightly stroke it so that way it can look distressed. You guys know that I like to do this technique, that way we can skip the part of sanding it down. But if you do like to sand it down, you can still do that, but I just like to let the brush do the work for me. So once that's nice and distressed and nice and dry, I do have this brown paint. It is a bit watered down, so it's more like a stainer consistency because I did add water inside because it was running out, but that's perfectly fine. It's gonna do the job just the same. I want the edges to look nice and old, so I'm using the brown just to kind of dirty it up and look nice and old for us. And then I do take a paper towel and wipe off the excess so that way it doesn't go dripping down or making a mess. And I just continue to do that until I like how it looks. And then I have these 2 cotton balls that you can get from a pack at Dollar Tree that I am trying to catch both in my hands, and I cannot catch them. So I just gave up. That's enough of that. And then now I'm just going to add them onto my sign using some hot glue. You do see 2 here, but I do add a total of 3 because I was thinking of doing just a 2-tiered snowman, but I did decide that 3 looks better, so I hot glued those down, and then I took my ruler to draw on his hat. And I just want to make those lines nice and sharp and straight, so I do take my ruler to help me out along with the paint marker, or you can use a Sharpie or something like that. And then I'm just drawing on his hat, and then I'm going to color in the hat as well. Once that was done, I did take this little stem from Dollar Tree, and this does have a little bit of snow on it, so I thought it would be perfect for the arms of my snowman. So I just cut off the pieces that I thought would fit, and then I took a little bit of hot glue and just stuck them down to both sides for his cute little arms. Now I'm going in with this beaded garland, and I'm taking one off so that way it can be the nose. I thought it was super perfect for the nose because it does have a pointy shape to it. So I just hot glued it down there, and then I took that marker and I drew on his eyes as well as his smile. I just drew some dots, and you do see me here just keep pressing it down because I don't want it to kind of be too much or too little, so I'm doing it just like this, little dots at a time. Once that is drawn on, I do want to add some snow to the bottom of my sign because this is a snowman after all, and I thought it would be super cute to have him sitting on a pile of snow. So I took some hot glue there, as you saw, and I put it like this so that way it can look like mountains of snow. And I just poured the faux snow on top of it and just kind of shoveled it onto that hot glue, and I keep repeating this step until I like how it looks and until it's full enough. So then I decided I want to add a little bit of jute string to the top of the sign just to dress it up a little bit, so I wrapped it around maybe about 5 or 6 times, and I used my hot glue just to hold it in place on the back of the sign. Then lastly, I took these glittery little trees. These are stickers from Dollar Tree. I removed the sticker on the back of them because I want to hot glue them down so that way they can stay nice and stuck. And I do make double trees. I put double trees so that way they could look like they are far in the distance behind the snowman. Once those are on there, I did cover up the stems, the trunks of the trees with the faux snow, and that was it for this sign. And I absolutely love how it turned out. I think it is super cute and adorable. I would love to hear what you think. Next up, my friends, this one is going to be a rather quick DIY, but absolutely beautiful. This one is going to be a little bit more of an abstract type of feel. So I have here these snowflake lights that you can find at Dollar Tree. And you can see here, this is how it's supposed to look on the left. And I just broke one of the snowflakes off so that way they can fit into this bottle. Now, I don't mind breaking off one of the little flakes, but if you do mind, I do suggest you just getting a bottle with a, a bigger opening at the top. So I just broke one off, and then I just stuck those lights down in there. Then I'm going in with this lid of a different jar, and I want to add this. This is going to be the abstract hat of our snowman. I did just hot glue it down onto the top and press it down really nicely. Then I'm going to take some black paint and I'm going to distress paint it just to once again, give it that more of a snowman feel, and so that he can have a nice black hat. I do paint all around the rim and the top of that jar. My friend, if you are enjoying today's video, I would appreciate it if you could give it a nice big thumbs up for me. That does help out my channel and to help reach new viewers. So do give it a big thumbs up and do consider hitting that subscribe button. I would love for you to be a part of my YouTube family. Now with the jar, I'm going to add a nice scarf onto this snowman, and I'm using this beautiful plaid ribbon from Dollar Tree. I'm just crossing it on top of each other and just keeping it down in place using that hot glue, and then I'll just trim off my ends to the length that I would like. And then I'm going to go in with that jar of buttons and add a nice little button down so it can give more of a resemblance of that snowman. And that was the final step for this DIY, and I think it turned out absolutely cute. Now I love it. I love the abstract look of it. I think to me it looks like a snowman, and I just like how different it is. It's not, in your face snowman, but once you look at it, you can tell it's a snowman, and I love how it looks once it's lit up. You would have to let me know what you think. My friend, this video is in collaboration with some of my beautiful and talented friends. They all have their own YouTube channel, and they're going to be making some beautiful Christmas decor for you today. When you are done watching my video, head on over to the link in my description. There's going to be a full playlist along with all of their channels, and you are not going to want to miss. You're going to get a ton of inspiration, so do be sure to go on over and check them out. Let them know I sent you and that I said hi. For the last DIY for today, I have here this little spice jar that is now empty, so I decided to keep it because I knew I could make something out of it. Now you can see here there is some sticky residue from the sticker that was on it, but I kind of left it like that because I do like that it gives it a nice frosty look. So I thought that it would go perfect with the little snowman that I'm going to be making. So I am gonna put in some faux snow inside of the jar, just like that. Just pour it in. You can fill it up if you wanted, but I just put it, a little bit less than half. And then I took a cotton ball from Dollar Tree and I just hot glued it down to the top of the jar. This is going to be the head of our little snowman, which is going to be super cute. And then the lid of the jar is going to be the hat of the snowman. So I take a little bit of hot glue, add it onto the cotton ball, and then just press down that lid nice and you know, firmly, and I do put it tilted off to the side so it can give it a nice cute look. And then I take this beautiful plaid ribbon to make his scarf. Once again, I just do it nice and easy by crossing it over each other and then taking the hot glue to hold it in place. I do find that this way it just looks cute, that it kind of makes it look like the scarf is, you know, just flowing away in the distance on the snowman. So I do like that. And once that is on with my hot glue, I'm gonna take this black and white little bow that I took off this little sign, and I'm gonna hot glue it down on top of the red ribbon just to layer it up. And then I'm gonna add the eyes and everything like that using a little bit of black paint. And then I take my little paint marker for the mouth because this has a much finer tip, and this is a smaller face that I'm drawing it on, so I use that. And then I take another one of those beaded pieces from that garland to add his cute little nose with some hot glue, and that is the final look. And look how cute and adorable it turned out just using an empty season jar. No one would ever, you know, expect you to create something like this, which is super fun. And how fun would it be to make a whole set of them, maybe Santa, a reindeer, and stuff like that. But here are all of the DIYs I did today. Let me know which one was your favorite, because you know I love to hear from you. And don't forget to check out my lovely friends. The link will be in my description box. Thank you so much for joining me today and spending some time with me. I truly appreciate you. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button. I will see you all on the next one. Take care. God bless. Bye.